Very good morning, class. I welcome you to the new video of Value Education lesson 10. Today in this video we will be talking about setting goals. To succeed in any task, set a clear goal and work with discipline. Yes, to succeed in your life, you should have a clear goal. You shouldn't be confused in your goals. Rather, you should have one clear goal, that this is the only goal which I have to accomplish now, and so on. You can work accordingly. So you have to work with complete discipline towards your goal. You want to be a cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar, what do? Practice batting every day or simply watch all the cricket matches on television? So do you think just simply watching cricket matches on television would make you a cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar? No, you have to practice that. So you have to practice batting every day. We must set great goals in life for ourselves. With effort and discipline, we can achieve more than we ever hoped to. Read this story to understand this better. So, to achieve anything in our life, to achieve our goals in life, we need effort and discipline both. And they simultaneously move together. If you are disciplined, your efforts would be good. If your efforts are good, then you would be disciplined. So, they both move simultaneously. So, to achieve that, you have to work hard and you have to keep your goal intact. So let's now start with the story. Island of Inventions. The first time Raghav heard of the Island of Invention from his grandfather, he was still very young. The wonders he heard about it sounded incredible. They were forever engraved in his memory. So when the first time Raghav got to know about the Island of Invention, he was very young and he got to know it from his grandfather. So he was very much amazed and astonished to know about the wonders that basically used to happen at the Island of Inventions. They were forever engraved in his memory. Forever engraved in his memory. Engraved basically means carve a text design on a hard object. For let's say you are taking a stone और उसके ऊपर आप कोई चीज़ जब डिज़ाइन या कोई भी टेक्स्ट आप उसके ऊपर किसी पॉइंटेड मेटल से बनाते हो तो वो उसके अंदर डिज़ाइन हमेशा के लिए रह जाता है. सो इन द सेम वे all those experiences which he had from his grandfather just got engraved in his memory. He understood that the Island of Invention was a secret place. All the great wise men of the world met there to learn and invent together. Not all were allowed to enter the island. To be able to join the team, one had to create some great invention beneficial to humanity. Only then could one receive the unique and special invitation. So, Raghav understood that that Island of Invention was a secret place. Okay, and all the great wise men of the world met there to learn and invent together. And people, the most intelligent and the wise people, used to meet at that particular secret place and they would meet there and invent things. Not all were allowed to enter the island, and not every person was allowed to enter the island. To be able to join the team, one had to create some great invention beneficial to humanity. Now, so there was a restriction that if you want to be a part of that island, you have to do something good, you have to do something great, you have to invent something which will be beneficial to humanity. Only then could one receive the unique and special invitation, and only then you will be invited to the Island of Inventions. Raghav wanted the invitation to the island, which became his goal in life. So now, what became the goal? Raghav's goal was that he should be invited to the island. He spent many years of his youth studying and inventing. So his efforts actually were in the direction, which direction? Towards his goal, and his goal was to go to that island of inventions. Every new idea he got, he made it into an invention. Soon he met other young people, all brilliant inventors too. He told them about the island of inventions. These fellow young inventors too dreamt of being sent the invitation. Now, so all he made other people. He invited other people, and he told them about the island of inventions actually, and all of them were very young and they were brilliant inventors. So they started working on it, and they all wanted to go to the island of invention. This was their dream. So this paragraph is very important because it is showing us their efforts. Okay. As time passed, the young inventors started putting their individual inventions together, creating some incredible inventions. Now, what they used to do as time started moving on, all of them, whatever individually they have created, they started putting them together, they started compiling them. They met in Raghav's house, which started looking like a huge warehouse for machines, spare parts, and many more things. So they now started meeting at Raghav's place, which looked like a warehouse. Warehouse basically, you can say, a place where things are, there, and you can keep stuff over there. And it looked as if it was a warehouse of machine and different spare parts. Okay, their invention became known throughout the world, and whatever inventions they were doing, they were getting a lot of fame because of it. They were getting famous, and the entire world was knowing them, and their uses improved many aspects of human life. And whatever they were inventing, they were actually beneficial to the humanity. They were actually beneficial to human, because of those things, because of those inventions, it was much more easier in many aspects of human life, to handle them or to do certain types of work. Yet no invitation came by. Till now there was no invitation. One day Raghav was speaking with a brilliant young man to whom he had written to join the group. Now one day he was just talking to a brilliant young man, and he was just talking him, that you should come and join our group. Raghav told the young man the great secret of the island of invention, and how he was sure that one day he would receive an invitation to visit it. Now what happened? Raghav told this particular thing, the secret of island of invention, to this young man, and he also told this thing that one day he was sure that he will be invited to that particular place. Surprised, the young inventor interrupted Raghav. He was surprised, and he interrupted him. What? You mean this isn't an island of invention? He said, no. What, according to you, is this place, this your house, is not the island of inventions? Isn't the letter that you sent me the real invitation? And he was like, the letter which you sent me, was that not a real invitation? Was there any other invitation also? And as Raghav looked around him, he realized that he had reached his goal in his own very own house. And when he looked around himself, he saw that he has actually reached his goal in his own house, the island of invention, because a lot of inventions were going on that place. He realized that he had reached the island of inventions by getting together with his friends and inventing so many wonderful things. So, island of invention was there itself. It was just him to realize this thing, that the place where he was standing, where he used to live, was the only island of inventions, and it actually turned into an island of invention because a lot of inventions started taking place there. He felt happy to know that he had always been on the island, and that his life was spent on inventing new things. In addition, working towards a goal had truly been worthwhile and satisfying experience. And now, since he was working very hard towards that particular goal, it was very satisfying and a very peaceful experience for him, that he has actually reached that goal. He has completed that task. So now let's talk about the exercise. Question time. Fill in the blanks. The first time Raghav heard of the island of investigation, he was still very young. Now you can see there are three blanks. Three blanks here basically are for the three words island, second one of, and the third one is of inventions. Okay, so the island of inventions. B part. One could only receive the invitation for joining the select club by creating some great invention for humanity. C. Raghav spent his youth studying and inventing. Raghav spent his youth studying and inventing. The next one. The young inventors met in Raghav's house. Raghav realized he had always been on the island of inventions. Write yes or no and give the reason for your answer. A part. Raghav was not fascinated by the island of inventions. He was fascinated by the land of invention. No, because Raghav was so keen to get the invitation from the island that it became his goal in life. B part. The island of invention was an imaginary place invented by Raghav's grandfather. Yes, because no such place existed in reality. It was just his imagination, and that place doesn't exist, so it was just his imagination. C part. Raghav and his friends invented useless things. No, because their inventions were known throughout the world and their uses improved many aspects of life. Yes, so they didn't make anything which was useless, rather something which was beneficial to the entire humanity was being made by them, something which was beneficial to the humanity. But the story about Island of Invention helped Raghav to set goals in life. Yes, because he started studying and inventing from a young age to get an invitation from the island. Yes, thinking about this thing that this particular place is in real, it exists in reality. This motivated him, it boosted him, and he started and inventing things at a very young age. Raghav was unhappy to know that there was no island of inventions. No, in fact, he was happy to know that he had always been on the island and that his life was spent on inventing new things. He was very happy to know that he has always been there and in his life he has got experiences where he has been inventing new things which are beneficial for the humanity. Time to think. Setting a goal will help us work towards what we want in a disciplined way. Discipline is the practice and training the mind and body to have control over one's actions. Discipline is one of the most important aspect of a human being. So you should be disciplined in each and every action of your life. Raghav had a great deal of self-discipline to set a goal and work patiently towards it for many years. Different people take different length of time to fulfill their goals. A student's goal may be to improve in one particular subject, or he or she is weak. You might, being a student, you people might have different goals of, let's say, if you're not good in mathematics, so you want to be good in mathematics, so obviously you need to practice it. So you have to be self-disciplined, you have to give your extra efforts towards that particular mathematics subject in which you think you are weak. So discipline, in my opinion, is the only key which can help you achieve anything in life. If you are disciplined, you know what time you have to do what thing, you will be able to manage your time, you will be doing your work with much more efficient and attention. So be disciplined. What is your goal? How will you work towards it? Speak on the topic for 2 minutes in class. So you can discuss about what is your goal and you can discuss it with your friends or your parents. Time for a reality check. Charu met with an accident as a child. She slipped and fell into a swimming pool and nearly drowned. She has been afraid of water and swimming pools since then. This thing happens that many of us might have an accident or might face any situation at a very young age, and because of that we get a kind of phobia. Like I have a phobia of elevators. I don't go into the lift and all because I feel as if somebody will choke me. So different people have different phobias, so this is my one of my phobia. So now when she sees all her friends and cousins enjoying in the swimming pool, she wants to join them. They tell her swimming is an excellent way to cool off in summer besides being a good exercise. She has decided to get over her fear. She has set her goals of participating in the swimming competition to be held next year. So now she see whenever she sees her friends and cousins enjoying in the swimming pool, she also wants to join them. And they always tell her that it is an excellent way to cool off in summer, and besides being a good exercise, it is a very interesting thing to do during the summers. And she has decided to get over her fear, and she has set her goals of participating in the swimming competition to be held in next year in school. And she has somehow overcome her fear, and she will be participating for the swimming competition which will be happening in next year in the school. So now you have to work in groups and discuss what Charu should or should not do. Use the points given below and add more points of your own. Charu should clearly set her goals and work towards it. Charu should take help of her friends and family to get over her fear. Charu should not give up just because she is afraid of water. Charu should not get disheartened thinking it takes time to learn how to swim. So obviously, to learn a task, to learn a skill, you need patience, efforts, and discipline. And at times, you have to overcome your fear also. I have also overcome my fear of going into the lifts alone. Okay, so diary time now. Write what you would do if you were in Charu's place. Date. Then today we spoke about Charu, about setting goals. If we were in Charu's place, I would. What you would have done if you would have been in Charu's place. So you have to do it. Next, your time. Okay, so now you have different situations, and again you have to take the correct answer. First, you have made a New Year resolution that you will read one good book every month. What will you do? Follow your goal, or you will forget your goal after 2 months? You should follow your goal. You have got your report card. Your progress in mathematics is not satisfactory. What will you do? So now you have got your progress card, your report card, and you are seeing that your marks, your progress is not good in mathematics. So what will you do? You will feel sad and shed tears, or you will set a goal that you will study maths regularly and do very well in the next exam. Yes, some of us might feel sad at the time and cry also, but what will be the ultimate goal? What would be the next major step? You will set a goal and you will study maths regularly, giving more attention to it, more time to that particular subject, and then you will be working hard, striving hard so that you can get good marks in the next exam. So with this we are done with chapter number 10. I'll see you in chapter number 11, and please make sure that you have completed till here. Bye bye, and please take care.